Can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, o'er the ramparts we watched, we're so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave. Eric Holloway, ladies and gentlemen.
Dropping in from the left, Rain and a triple roll. demonstrate the F-16's crisp handling characteristics as he performs a 4-point roll at show center, pausing briefly at each 90-degree increment. Notice the precision at which these individual movements are executed. In from the left, the F-16 and the 4-point roll. As he approaches show left, Major Waters will set up for a series of maneuvers which will demonstrate the F-16's ability to turn tight and stay unpredictable, a trait which helps the Viper survive against low-altitude threats. He will then quickly transition from a horizontal fight into the vertical. Ladies and gentlemen, from your left, it's the Falcon turn. Major Waters is now slowing the F-16 to prepare for a slow-speed, high-alpha pass. While the Viper can fly at more than twice the speed of sound, slow-speed control is just as important to those who fly. High alpha refers to the high angle of attack at which the aircraft is flying. Rain is holding the Viper at 23 degrees nose-up position and moving at only 120 miles per hour. As he approaches, notice the gray paint scheme of the F-16, one that is designed to make it more difficult to identify in conditions ranging from bright sky to dull overcast.
From Silver Lake, Washington, ladies and gentlemen, it looks like John Melby in the Hangar 24 pitch has got himself a little competition out there. I got to talk to our Air Boss Ralph Royce to see what's going on with this. They're having a little bit of fun out there on the runway. The pilot, or the driver, I should say, Bill Brack from Silver Lake, Washington. His full-time job is the president of the Oregon International Air Shows. Bill knows air shows out there. Yes. Raise your hand if you think Brack's going to win. Here we go. Oh, Melby's got a definite jump on him. Oh, that's the photo finish I've ever seen one right there. Melby, we think you cheated. Hey, I get you up. We're up, man. Ralph says you were cheating. He said if you ain't cheating, you ain't fly by reading the book as you fly? All right, Ron from the FAA wants to say a word to you.
Yeah, we're going to have a little conversation here, and I also want to talk to your mechanic. That aileron shouldn't have come off that easily. What about that?
Yeah, Kent, I think he's pretty upset. You've got something stuck to the tail of your... Oh, you just lost your tire, Kent. You just lost a tire. All right, Chuck, you've got a lot of problems out there. The maintenance folks are pretty upset. Ron's pretty upset. You've got stuff falling off and hanging off your aircraft. We got to get you down here and fill out some paperwork. We do have a maintenance man here.
You want an FAA guy?
It is an FAA guy.
I need some help with that maintenance thing.
Yeah, you definitely need to get some help with that maintenance thing.
How am I going to land with just 2 tires?
Well, you're going to put a big gouge in the runway, but we need you to land the aircraft immediately, sir. Chuck, you've got to land the aircraft. I'll tell you what, if you need any help, I will talk you down. And when you get on the ground, bring it to a stop, and we'll have some security folks meet you and take you away to a nice, happy place. All right. Now start bring that nose right on down. Okay, now level right up. Pull the perfect idle and ease the plate right on the main gear there. No, push it forward, a little forward. Right there. Oh, right there. Yeah. Power to idle. Oh, you just struck your wingtip. That was a wing dinger.
Hey, thank you.
All right, Chuck, say that again about your wing dinger.
That's a wing dinger. I have my wing down there. What's that called? Starts with a P.
I don't know.
Thank you.
All right, well, Ron says he wants you on the ground. Can't go into full power here very shortly on the Cadet. And he'll fly it right off the top of that. That's a little bit of an upslope on the runway. That truck's having to work pretty hard to get that upslope. And there he is, flying right on up. Round of applause, folks. His second of 3 performances today. Kent Beach from Minot, North Dakota. All right, everybody, let's get security out in the middle of the field when he lands.
You want to put this up there so we can
We're hoping you're going to get it down safely this time.
that way you can
Pull it out of idle. All right, now ease, let it slow down, pull, let that tail wheel come right back easy onto the ground.
How do I do that?
Oh, you're showing off. That's not Chuck Dramamine, ladies and gentlemen. That right there is that. Look at that, holding the tail wheel right up in the air. Bring it right on back around, Ken. That was a great display. Ladies and gentlemen, all the way from Minot, North Dakota, that is none other than the Jelly Belly guy. It is Mr. Kent Peach in the 1942 90 horsepower Interstate Cadet built right down the road in El Segundo, California. Give Kent Peach a big hand as he comes out. One of the most decorated award winners in all of the air show industry. He's been on the air show circuit for over 40 years. And he brings that aircraft at 100 miles an hour all the way from North Dakota. Thanks so much, Kent. And his mechanic who's going to be in trouble getting that aileron back on, Nick. Nick's right out there going to get that aileron put right back on. Yes, he flew that entire aerobatic routine with one aileron. All right. There we go. Stabilize or save them. Now looks to me like they're going to dirty it up and bring it right down low with the gear hanging down, the flaps down. Notice those winglets on the end of the wings. They, you see them on most airliners now, they reduce drag. They look pretty small. Those winglets, as small as they look, those are 9 feet tall on the ends of the wingtips. And if you went to fill this thing up at the gas pumps, it would take you 2.5 days at the rate a car gas pump fills it up. I'm glad I'm not paying that bill. Applause to the C-17 crew. Some of those folks live right here in Redlands, folks. They didn't get the name of the crew. I know one of them lives here in Redlands. Most of them throughout the Temecula, Redlands, and Riverside area. They are your local, they're firefighters, they're policemen, they're businessmen, they're bakers, all walks of life. And then they be what you call the weekend warriors, if you will. They take their time, deploy overseas, and you may not even... McDonnell Douglas C-17 Globemaster in the full glory 180-foot wingspan. Check it out. From the 452nd Air Mobility Wing, the 729th Airlift Squadron, this is the newest and most flexible cargo aircraft in the world. It fulfills the worldwide mobility requirements for your U.S. military, thanks to the U.S. Air Force and Air Force Reserves. Now we've got 223 of these in the U.S. inventory out of a total of 279 built. The other ones went over to the UK, Canada, Australia, India, NATO, Kuwait, Qatar, and the UAE. All equipment is loaded through the massive aft door on the aircraft. It can handle full-size tanks, palletized cargo, you name it. Max takeoff weight of nearly 600,000 pounds. With about 170,000 pound payload. Aircraft weighing in right now, they're calling this a lightweight aircraft today, about 350,000 pounds. Cessna Skyhawk 172 to support flight training and help them promote aviation. The aircraft is on display at the booth here at the show. Be sure you stop by the Cal Aero booth, get information about the university located in Bakersfield at the Bakersfield International Airport. Sponsored by California Aeronautical University. It's skydiver, aerobatics, and Reno racer person. She's the fastest woman ever at the Reno Air Races, Dr. Vicki Benzing. TV, a commercial helicopter and glider, seaplane ratings, and she started it all in college. That skydiving ignited her passion for all things aviation. She earned her private pilot's license in an antique Taylorcraft in Watsonville, which is her hometown. And she took early aerobatic lessons from the legendary Amelia Reed. The aircraft she is flying before you today in 1940. Manufactured in 1940. In 1946, after the war ended, this aircraft was sold for just $800 by the War Administration. We went to its new owner who pulled off that old 220 horsepower engine, slapped on the Pratt & Whitney 985 engine, converting it to a crop duster, and they used it for spraying operations in California's Sacramento Valley until 1973. But it was disassembled to store in boxes in an old hangar. Biggie taking it right on up there. She never gets above about 1,000 feet on this routine. Open cockpit flying at its finest. The aircraft was found in Yuba City, stored away years ago. Vicki purchased it in 1998, and now she bases the aircraft at Pine Mountain Lake, right near Yosemite, California, showing off a beautiful quarter turn split ass right in front of the VIP tent. Now, except for the engine and the smoke, we got Part 141 approved flying training. Why would you choose anywhere else? Johnson is out here, the president of the university. We're glad to have him out here enjoy Vicki flying before us. Hopefully talking to a great number of folks out the crowd looking to grab a degree or learn a lot about flying at California Aeronautical University. P-38, however, the P-40, I'll tell you, was outperformed by the P-38. However, the P-40 was a much cheaper aircraft, only $25,000. We had them out there. They're easier to build and maintain. Like I said, most importantly, it was in about 12 years ago, and her first place in the intermediates in both the North. She moved up to the next category, the advanced category, finishing third in 2008, 2009, and 1944. And at Pearl Harbor, out of 99 P-40s, only 7 of them did get airborne. Most of them being destroyed during the sneak attack. Open cockpit, Vicki flying it solo from the rear cockpit. I would like to say a very special thank you to Joe Amiani, State Farm, for sponsorship of the show. Also, Hot 109.3. Sorry, 103.9. Hot 103.9. Thanks to you folks for your help, as well as 101.3. We told you about BMW of Riverside, right out here by the National Stamp, bringing the fleet out. As well as CHC Consulting. Chris Cook at CHC Consulting, we're very thankful to have you out here and for your great sponsorship, and also for your very, very kind and generous hosting of our military crews that came out here a few days ago getting ready as we were getting set up for the show. Rogers Anderson, Melody and Scott LLP, certified public accountants. Also, King Barrel, gorgeous, gorgeous VIP furniture. Thanks for your help out there. You'll see them moving around the crowd. The BLT-38 pilots have been trucked back over here to there. So go say hi to Captain Ingber, Major Bull, Lieutenant Colonel Acer, who's running the ground radios out here for everybody. Thanks to you guys for doing the flyby, opening up with a great national anthem. Very, very well done. Great job to your glow there, Nails. International Paving Services. Not to mention radio station KOLA and our stage sponsor KCAL. And boy, we've got a lot of music coming at you a little bit later after the show. Just a reminder, the show's going to end at 7 o'clock, and then we're going to kick the band in. The Foo Fighters will be taking the stage at 7. Tribute band to the Foo Fighters. 5 enemy aircraft, but 3 of the B-40s of the 7 that got airborne were shot down. The newer U.S. Army aircraft made the B-40 obsolete. It was still used successfully by our allies. A great Allison V-1710 engine. Now the aircraft made most famous by the 100 B-40s in the American Volunteer Group. You know him as the Flying Tigers. It was run by Colonel Claire Chennault. And he had 3 tactics for the B-40 with the Japanese fighters. He said, don't turn with the Japanese cruise aircraft. Additional ones as they back up.
Tony's well recognized in his home country, Japan, Okinawa in particular. He's appeared on television, radio, as well as in publications for his achievements in aviation. He's got a large following in Japanese media. Speaking of which, I have some Japanese companies that sponsor him across the Pacific. Those 4 companies are Menu, Japanese cuisine restaurant. Also, 2 bottle companies, F-Toys. They do small toys and plastic bottles, and plastic bottles. This September, competing in his 16-year racing in aircraft at the Reno races. Very, very solid competitor. Pretty cool. They take this aircraft. He changes the nose cowling on this aircraft to a more aerodynamic cowling at a higher speed than he wants. Tony would also like to thank his sponsors and the crews for supporting him over the years and helping him to achieve his dreams. Without them, it would not have been possible. Tony is actively soliciting a sponsor for his air show efforts in the future. We'd also like to thank Aviators Insurance, as well as 3 senior Purdue companies that have been willing to sponsor him. Lyman's Candy Company, Phillips Construction, General Contractors, and RB Plumbing Company. Earlier with John Culver and War Dog. We would also like to thank his wife, Tamaki, for all the love and support over the years and helping him achieve his dreams. Tamaki, thanks to you. Without you, it couldn't have been possible. Check him out on Facebook or on his website at TonyHiga.com. Taking it vertical. Tony brings it right back on down. He's going to put Tango to bed, and you can find Tony over in the Performer tent over at Show Right. You found the F-16 Viper and the CF-18 Hornet demonstration just a little while ago.
Off the back of the aircraft, and you'll see that's how they refuel aircraft in flight, giving your United States military, Navy, Air Force, Marines, you name it, worldwide capability. We can go all the way around the world and never land thanks to these guys right here. Terrified of the fighters and the bombers that we've got, but it's these aircraft that can bring them all the way out there like our B-2 bombers. Winter. That Pilatus taking off right now is one of the local residents here, Dr. Brian Barry. He's hauling a couple of our pilots, demonstration pilots, over to either March Air Reserve Base or to San Bernardino to get them moved to and from quickly. We want to thank Dr. Barry for his volunteering to do this today throughout the weekend.
your cameras ready as Porcelain presents the NORAD 60 jet during the topside pass.
Can you believe it? That gives me the heebie-jeebies every time I see it. Just incredible. Aaron's also flown utility flying a mountainous terrain and offshore support. He's flown in flight test programs for NASA. Started doing helicopter aerobatics just a year ago and joined the Flying Bulls with Red Bull that same year. He's the only American on the team. Watch this, folks. Alex and Josh in the Tar helicopter getting some great